short.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
6-man.
15.
On first down, Mahomes. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate. But that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On third down, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. That means go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Hey, alert.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick six. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the feet, and that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. From the 29, Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. Here's James. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
To throw on second and 6. Wilson, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Mahomes now to throw, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all, and you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points. His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes, and that is caught. For the touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman there to make the grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go play action with Wilson. Able to find his target here, Largent. 27 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. James. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Now this throw caught left side.
Let's go. Let's do it.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On first down, it's James. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They come up in an offset eye. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Wilson to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's James. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 7 yards away as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it with James. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So Hall of Famer Ty Law coming up from the secondary to make the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch 32, watch 32. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Got an open man, it's Devin Hester. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
What? 40 the mark, 40 the mark. Here we go, here we go. Diva. Hustle. Hey, Mike 40. I'm coming after you.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Short boot, take it at the 21. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle. 68 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Right there, 54. Hey,
Ridley.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Mahomes going to throw. He's got Allen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Caught by Allen.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Mahomes again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Bennett, the former Texas A&M Aggie, dropping the hammer. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
Everyone's got 4. Hey, 0. Check safety, check safety.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Eluding the pressure right. Now, and Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Willie Lanier.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
380. One left. Good job right there. Good job right there.
From the 24, Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pat Tillman, the legend, in on the tackle. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. That's going to leave him with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter. On second down now, it's Allen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Seahawks 30. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Allen. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Here's second and goal operating from the 8-yard line.
At the Seahawks 8-yard line.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal.
Check. Fresno.
On third down, Allen. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now fourth down and goal. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. Stenerud able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Fighting through pressure. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One last shot for Wilson. They'll roll him out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do.
I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I back up. Name the place and we back up. running these racks up, 100 meals a week.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken near the 13. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go. Check. Attack. Crouch.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Forced out to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught at the 20. A big play there on the first play of the game. 59 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first and 10.
54, Mike. 54.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by an American hero, Pat Tillman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Deeper.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this foot...
It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 70 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Mike 54.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Attack, attack.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Honey, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on it.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This will be taken very short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check your heart rate. Boom, boom. Check, boom, boom. Check heart rate. Hot. Undercrunch. Kill. Look. Hey, turn it up. Kill.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. And that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Wilson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ted Hendricks making his presence felt.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
On 2nd down, it's James. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 10.
Go, 40. Go, 14. Come on. Good job right there.
On third down, Wilson. That'll be caught by Rice. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Alert. Touch 50.
On second and 12, Wilson. It's caught inside the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a first down.
That's good for our Seahawks. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Check, 59. Tackles.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And he's brought down after a very nice game. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this.
And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the gun, Jackson going for the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. This one in for a touchdown. Randy Moss, 58 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 30-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. 19.
To throw is Wilson, operating from the gun. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. These two teams all tied after one. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Here we go. Check 3. Hey, alert. 59. Come on, 59. Go, 14.
They'll indeed go for him with Wilson. He's going to loft one deep. It's caught inside the 25. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
66. Good, guys. 4 down.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
It's hard to find teams that carry a fullback on their roster nowadays in the modern NFL. But Franco Harris, truly one of the greats to ever play that position. Found the end zone 91 times in his career. I know he was listed as a fullback, but he carried it like a tailback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there. 52 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A run for Nick Chubb. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 22-yard scamper as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins got home that time.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Wilson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Devin Hester, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, And in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again.
Hey. Check. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. He's coming. Good.
Here we go on fourth with Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run. He's got a man. Complete. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on first down. James. The 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
Let's go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively.
And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Randall dropping the hammer. Here's Jackson on third and long. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down again. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Coming to you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Here we go on fourth down with Jackson. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence.
Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Big edge, big edge, big edge. Big edge, big edge. Come. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here.
Let's go.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Under 10. Hey, switch gears. Save. Go back. We got motion. Back up.
On first down, Dickerson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know you feel that.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Man, I got you. Hey. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And keep it up. Go. Mike 54. Watch safety creeping. Go. Safety's creeping. Check 9. Out.
Looking to throw. Williams. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Right there.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he finds McLaurin. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort. But on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18. First down, Dickerson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Stop your whining. Mike 54.
To throw on 2nd down, Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20.
We got 3. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. No. Off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Watch the ship. Kill. Check. Go. Hatch it.
They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Orbit. Mike 54.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And going. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 5-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Move the needle for the city like the championships. All my records go hard, this a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. Head to head with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made to put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no topping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, I read the game, I think it's time to switch. You get hit if I miss, then my teammates got the blitz, yeah. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
This is taken near the 13. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready? Touchdown. You never win. You never win.
And all the way down to the 37. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Set, ready. Pittsburgh. 54. Right, 54. I don't think you got it, son.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. This is Allen. There he goes left side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Steve Largent, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Green 80! Mike is a 15. Check Mike 15. You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Mike's 50.
Here's Wilson. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Play out. Hey, 0-0. Forward. Check 24.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface, but I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher.
54 miles. Here we go, T. Here I come.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it in.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. I score up in the end zone, do my dance all on a hater. A mover and a shaker, you a novice, I'm a player. I'm from DC, but I'm running through and sacking like a raider. 2 chains on my neck, one for now and one for later. And we don't play fair, baby, we play for keeps. You can pass me up, this is not a bye week. I'm looking for a trophy competition, looking steep. Yeah, I'm training, I've been focused, I've been bombing from the deep. I'm like, move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get about the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Come on, Mike.
On first down, it's James. Space to maneuver at the 40. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it with the 85 MVP, Marcus Allen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Got a man, it's Randy Moss. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
From the 45 on second down, Vick, and his throw is incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now here's Vick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's third down. You're in a tight game in the loudest stadium in the NFL, and it's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
He's coming. We got double up. Bang out. 50. It's a party now.
And they give this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check. Alert. Switch. Got it. Tempo.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Man open, Rice. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 30-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2.
Watch the pass.
Second and 12.
Jump.
At the Raiders' 31.
Check. Fred. Alert. Check it back. Wide. Get wide. Pull up for signals. Crunch.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson will buy some time right. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Watch the curl. Rush in. Guys, listen. Jump. Like 50. Here we go, D. All day. Defense, all day.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
Good job right there.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here, fourth down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play, Victor Moss, 53 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll run. This is Allen. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from a yard out as they are now on the board here in the first half. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
50, Max, 50. Go. 19.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Out to his left. That's complete to Largent. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 44-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Check out.
At the 38-yard line.
36 power.
From the 38, Wilson. This one into the hands of Largent. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet.
Now Vic stripped. He lost the football.
A plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup.
Got a man. It's Randy Moss complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Raiders.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and it's 3rd and 4.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd down, Vick out of the gun. That'll be caught by Rice. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick. And off it goes. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Vick. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Vick now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. From the gun, Vick. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, the credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he takes it the distance. No time remaining.
No cloth on the field.
Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return to end the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Try the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Steps away to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Throwing, Vic. Jerry Rice, open right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Vic readies to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Vic will look to throw on 1st down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They stay on the ground with Allen. And this This has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal.
Check 52. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds. And now 4th down. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. It will give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. On 3rd down. It's James. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Wilson in the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on 4th.
Let's make these big.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Able to find his target here, Largent. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
He's across midfield.
Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson got an open man. It's Devin Hester. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it.
2 yards on the pickup.
55. 55 is my guy. 55. Hey, look. Quick dance. Go.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Wilson. And he slings one that's incomplete. Devin Hester, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Looking to throw again on second down. Vick, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. They put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Throw left side, completion to Rice. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
54. Mike 54. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Here's Michael Vick. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
Under 10.
From just shy of Wilson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Now it's Wilson. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. That'll be Mark.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. More
100-yard dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. Yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on